these are really the first time these bikes have been on track in this trim, and we're just learning. We're trying to figure out what they do and what they don't do, and what they like, throwing massive suspension changes at them, trying to get a setup out of them, massive gearing changes. We're getting there. I think we're making progress. Chaz went 2 seconds a lap faster this morning, which blew my mind. He said last night we were doing the high 52s, and he goes, I think I could do a high 50. And I went, okay, cool. And then he went and did it, and I was like, that's pretty good.
I'm no gimmick, I just spit it. Gomes one of the best, just a minute. Oh, all I need is a mic in my rhyme book.
And Ben's going to get on it too, but we had a problem with some mechanical in the motor and qualify this morning, so he didn't really get a good lap. And like I said, we're learning, man. We're trying to figure these things out, and short on time, and the pressure is high.
Today was our third time on the track with this combination of fuel and tires and the whole bit. And I mean, if you look at the timesheets from today, if Ben dropped 1 second, we would have been third on the timesheets. So I'm very, very encouraged by the times we're at. The way the format that they've got right now is very shows close racing and good promise. So there's no one team like standing out and just going to run away. It's going to be a good, exciting series to watch, I believe.
Well, fantastic, and thanks for bringing another great brand to the paddock.
We're going to have some fun this year. We're very excited.
You guys have been around us. You know how we operate late into the evening, and trying to get caught up and everything like that. And we were off track at 8 o'clock last night, and they were nice enough to let us stay here for a whole hour to work on motorcycles. And then we were the first session this morning at 9 o'clock this morning. So
yeah,
it was good. Yeah.
The lights are good here. I've done a lot of endurance racing before too, so it's not really anything new to me. New bike, that's about the only new really, so no big deal.
So how is the new bike compared to inline Fords, this being a V-twin?
It's a whole different animal. It's still a motorcycle, still 2 wheels, so it's just going to take a little bit of time to get the most out of it. That's just our biggest thing, both Chaz and I. It's just a different animal, and we'll get the most out of it within a weekend or two, I think. It just takes a little bit to adapt, and there's such limited track time here that it's tough, real tough.
Still a four-legged animal, just growls differently and digests food a little differently.
Exactly.
All right, so you got one more practice session right now, and then before the race, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we haven't gotten any laps in hardly so far. Just had some gremlins. We're working out new stuff. That's how it goes. But I think we've got a pretty good baseline to work off of, and really I just need to get out there and figure the bike out. And then most of it's on me as far as the time to be made up. So just get out there, hopefully just stay out mostly the whole session, and just get laps in, just plug away, and just figure some things out and learn how to tie it all together on this thing.
Parfois j'ai envie de retourner en arrière, tout reprendre, savourer nos moments ensemble.
All right, Chaz, your third Daytona 200. Do you approach it now with a bunch of lessons learned from the last two?
Definitely get wiser with them. Just things like coming in the pits and exiting the pits, and how that counts at the end of the race. Just stuff like that experience. But this one feels slightly different to me. Obviously, it is different under the lights, but it's different for a lot of other reasons as well.
Are you settled into a routine on how you pace yourself for the race and how aggressive you are, and to save your energy and all that?
Pretty much, yeah. It's there's a lot of competition out there, so there's not a lot of settling that you can do. It's push, 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 and I've still got a lot to figure out about this Aprilia, and I think the race is no better opportunity really. Just turn laps on it, and I think it's just going to get better and better and better. So I think between me and KWS and everybody else, we come across something now at the end of the weekend, which I think should stand us in a good stead for a consistent race.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and welcome Tiffany Thomas from Palm Coast, Florida, as she performs our national anthem.
knew what was going on. It was just...
Pile driving in everybody.
I seem to get the short end of the stick the whole way around, really. And Rap and Islik and I are all riding around together, looking at each other, not knowing what's going on that whole time.
Yeah.
So we're not sure if we're supposed to be going, stopping, should pit or what. So that was the biggest cluster ever, really.
Well, Daytona is a survive thing, survive and get the heck out of here, and you guys have done that, and you basically did this race as a test for your new bikes, and it is what it is.
Yeah, the bikes made it through, and we got a lot of good ideas on what to do from here. So we'll just get ready for Fontana, and I'll be ready, and I know they'll be working nonstop to get them ready too.
Chaz Davies, bright lights from the camera, but you're used to that because bright lights of the Daytona 200 top 10 finish.
Yeah, it was a good night. Definitely used to the lights now. It's been a confusing, 4 hours, 5 hours since we first leathered up, suited up. But yeah, it was a good weekend. Started away steadily and just chipped at it all weekend, and then had a couple of setbacks in sessions where I lost, really valuable track time. I only had 20 minutes night riding before the race tonight, so I was a little bit concerned about that. But all in all, can't complain. Really good finish in the end. I think we've shown tremendous progression. Everybody's done a really good job. KWS, Millennium Technologies, and Aprilia, and it's been a good end to a decent weekend.
Yes, you've finished better twice before, but with what you started with on so far behind in development, it's really quite remarkable.
Yeah, considering that before the race, I probably had a total of 2 hours on the bike, if you count actual riding time, not session time, but actual riding time. And that includes the test that we did at Roebling Road, whenever it was, late January, early February. So that's next to nothing. And every lap throughout the race, when I could get clear of traffic, I was just getting more and more confident with treating it like a bit more of a toy, and getting the thing squirming and pushing on the front a bit harder, and it'll take it. It'll definitely take it. And there was that kind of made up. I've been struggling with acceleration all weekend a little bit. Once it got going, it was really good, but it was just getting it going. But now that I know that I can push it hard, and that'll help us out. And we changed the gearing for the race, so that helped us out also.
All right, well, we'll see you in 2 weeks at Fontana, and then the real race season will start, and we can get on with it.
Yeah, we'll get a much better idea of how things are going from the next races onwards, but looking forward to it. It's a good start.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All I need is a mic in my rhyme book, yeah. All I need is a beat and a good hook.